Let's put up their pictures full screen. This is in Floyd County, Georgia, okay? 7 people, including a youth minister, have been arrested after the Floyd County Police Department rescued a child from a home where they were doing pornography. 6 of the 7 victims have been named. 1 is actually 16 years of age. That picture will not be shown, it is not available. Top right to left, Austin Ray Perkins, Joab Stewart, Jason Glass. Bottom left to right, Richard Allen Castleman, Jackie Steve Autry, and Tyler Antonio Johnson. Jackie Steve of Rome was charged with sexual exploitation of children and possession of methamphetamine. He remains in jail without bond. Richard Castleman of Cave Spring was charged with computer pornography and released from jail on bond. Jason Gas, 27 of Rome, was charged with computer pornography, possession of marijuana, THC, oil, and drug-related objects. He has been released from jail on bond. Tyler Johnson, 22 years of age, of Rome, was charged with computer pornography. He's also out on bond. Austin Ray Perkins, the youth minister from Rome, Georgia, was charged with 2 counts of sexual exploitation of children and aggravated child molestation. He remains in jail without bond. Joab Stewart, also of Rome, Georgia, was charged with sexual exploitation of children and was released from jail on bond, okay? Now, we've covered perverts and monsters on Indisputable. And I remind parents and those who work with young people to remember there are monsters in the world. And you have to be hypersensitive to the reality of the atmosphere of young people, because they don't know what you know. They don't know the world as you know the world. You have to be their protectors and their guide. According to WSB TV, police said officers led a 2-day sweep of the Rome and Cave Spring area after reports of suspicious cyber activity. Police got tips about suspected child pornography circulating in the area involving children from ages 2 to 12 years of age. Put up these alleged monsters again. According to the evidence that the police obtained, they engaged in child pornography production with children between the ages of 2 and 12. Investigators visited 21 locations during Operation Spring Cleaning and made 7 arrests. Of those arrested, 1 was a youth minister and community leader who was coaching the child about how to act in videos and also molesting the child, according to the police. Now remember, I said it here. These monsters seek out opportunity so that they can naturally be around children. It becomes their predatory playground. Channel 2's Chris Jose was in Floyd County, where investigators said Austin Perkins was a youth minister with Grace Fellowship Baptist Church in Cave Spring. Jose talked to Perkins' mother, who said she doesn't believe the charges. Police said the child victim had no family support and had been taken in by Perkins. Once again, family, a structure, someone to talk to, a mentoring relationship. There are many young people that don't have a traditional family. I was one of them. Give back by becoming a mentor. We all can do something. Unfortunately for some of these kids, they did not have that adult. Maybe this adult actually acted like a mentor and said he was a mentor. The Floyd County Police Sergeant said, and I quote, "He was coached, he was directed in what to do. It's a damn shame. And actions to take." That's what makes this such an egregious crime. The sergeant said everyone arrested in the operation was found to be in possession of child pornography that was circulated worldwide and stored locally on hard drives and devices. Now Now, put up their mugshots again, because I want to remind you, they are inside of an industry, an enterprise. They are creating and distributing, but there's a consumer base. That consumer base has to be arrested as well. This is one part of a much bigger scheme. But we offer opportunities here to expose the monsters of the world. Dan, thoughts?
And absolutely, these people are sickening. They're monsters. The thing that one aspect that makes it egregious is how much direction is being put into the videos allegedly. But one aspect is, once again, you have people who are supposed to be in positions of protecting children or like watching over them, and instead they are doing the direct opposite, putting them in endangering situations, completely warping their like understanding of sexuality and their bodies for the rest of their lives. And unfortunately, there's an aspect to, there's a consumption or a demand for this type of content. And it's not to excuse any of these people who consume this, but there are cycles of predation, and people who are into these things that consume a lot of content oftentimes were abused and hurt as well when they were younger. So it's a cycle of abuse that continues, that definitely doesn't stop with these monsters. It doesn't get better, and there has to be a lot more work done on making sure that these types of people are brought to justice. And I think that's something people on all sides of the aisle can agree on.
Yeah, except Republicans, because they still back Matt Gaetz.